Hey guys, welcome back to my Factorio chill 100 times let's play. Now in the last episode we built this monstrosity of engines and it's doing the job it needs to, which at the moment is nothing, so we built it for the future. However, we are getting attacked quite often, which I should probably go sort out. Right, as you guys just saw in that time lapse, we have now successfully cleared the surrounding area, other than up here, but I'm not too concerned right now because it's not been touched. But yeah, we will have to do that again at some point, but at least for now, we should have no attacks. Which also has freed up quite a bit of space, so now I've got this stone we can get to without too much difficulty. Same as this copper, which I may have missed. Never mind. We've got oil we can get to now, we can also go fully down here. This side is pretty safe. I'm thinking the plan might be for now is to do some oil, because that's pretty much ready. I mean, I think we're going to start with this area, because I'll be honest, I don't know what we use just yet. I know we need a lot of things. It's also not the part of the game I am very well experienced in. Like, I can get it to work, but not in a neat fashion. But we're going to try. So we'll get that, and then we can get oil processing unlocked, which can then give us options. I know we need it for, pretty much we need that, which can then be used in all of these. Especially plastic, which is then used in, red circuits, which we need a lot of. So I think setting up plastic and maybe sulfur you needed for something. I actually can't remember. Sulfur used in. do I remember? Sulfuric acid. So it's used in batteries and blue circuits. Okay, yeah. So I think we'll maybe get plastic and sulfur cell. Might be the next thing we work on. Obviously, not in the amounts we're going to need, because it would be quite nice to get at least a little, like, small scale of it underway. Because this is still technically our starter base. Like, this will not be the end goal. I run into there's things I need to know. So, is there any oil? Loads of water towards the bottom. I feel like this patch might be good because the thing with oil is it will always give you oil, like it doesn't run out, but the lower the percentage, the lower the like throughput of it, I guess, or like the output of it. So over time it does go down, but it will still have a baseline amount. So we don't need to be too concerned with it. Steel, why is everything okay? You know, we can get steel on the way. Got pipes on us. I probably need some more pipes. Because I mean, when do I need pipes? We're going to try and do it neat as well. Again, I should retake the car, but my brain don't work. Also, the car is kind of annoying to drive. Because it's only like, if I had this whole area cleared out, concreted, so it's all like drivable, I would probably drive a lot more, but it's just there's so many things to crash into. It's just kind of a pain. Like the tank I don't mind as much because it turns on the spot, which is a lot more convenient. I would need some steel, which luckily got because we're going to need a few of these. By a few, I don't actually know how many I mean. I'm just going to get it started because this is definitely something where I'm just going to build some. If we need some, build some more. I'm not too sure what we're doing. I do kind of want to start small just so we can get something. So I don't know, like I've never done this large scale because even on when I first completed the game, this part was really slow, like it was not efficient. Mainly because I didn't quite understand fluids very well, whereas now as I have a bit of a better understanding, but not in a build big type of way. So what we're going to do is just clear the area while we wait for our stuff. We do want to get bots, which this is part of the way to get bots. Because then we can get blue science. What do you need? Ah, that's what I need sulfur for. Okay, yeah, okay. So we'll get sulfur being made and plastic. Because plastic is for the red science, not red science. Red circuits. Oh, these need power. Oh, we got power. You know what? Perfect planning that was. Totally. There they are. Now, I'm pretty sure we're going to have them going out this way, I think. Mainly because I can't just clear all them trees. Because then we're going to have all of these run into the... Actually, what we can do... brain cells. There we go. Get them. Now we can get sulfur... Pretty much want both of these. So cute. We can also now get cliffs as well soon. Or get rid of cliffs, yeah. Don't be 41 hours. That's long. Okay. Yeah, so you're mining. We do get pretty good rates. Not so much from that one though, but... I've got no clue how people do these neatly. I'm just kind of slapping them down and hoping they work. Now we need to get these things auto-crafted. Right, here we go. So oil refinery and a chemical. Expensive. Okay. Need stone, which is inconvenient as always. Saying that, quite a few, don't we? You are now. Okay, we might actually. I'm trying to think. I just want to get one down, so we know how much we're actually going to need. So I'm just going to do a temporary thing for now. And more iron anyway. Okay, well that does that. We'll go get iron because I just want to get a rough idea of what they do because I do remember. Like I say, there's not an area I'm particularly confident. Like red green sides, easy, light work. This side of things, I'm a lot more hesitant, I'll be honest. Mainly because there's a thing I've just not done. Like, I had it working, I didn't have an understanding of it as such. So, I want to try and do this properly. Which does mean it's going to take a little while to get it going. So, which one do you do? You are a makeable thing. Solid fuel quite useful. I don't, other than putting in vehicles, I don't really know the point of it as such. But, okay, so we don't need too much of. For now we need the refineries. Yeah, one more there. So we can connect all these up in a second. I just want to get this thing down. Yeah, remember these being, so they have 2 inputs, 3 outputs. So pretty much, we just need you to make crude oil. And then, once we get, what's sulfur made in? Chemical plant, okay. Yeah, so we just need that into sulfur. So relatively simple, we just need a bunch of them. So what we're going to go do is we'll connect all these up and then we're going to add to our little construction area and get this stuff being crafted in bulk because we need a lot of them. Not so sure if I can be bothered to do all that. Okay, we're just going to put these all to the end just so we can still walk through this place with relative ease. Again, I don't know the best way people do it, but kind of like if it works. Do I have any mouth pipes? Okay. A corner there. Of course I managed to put a thing in the wrong place. Okay. This is where things get a bit messy. I think that works. Again, not an area I'm particularly great with. Okay, you go there, and then we can just cross. I need to get the habit of using these because they are really annoying later on. You know, when you want to actually go through things, they're not fun. Okay, you can stay. Perfect. Pretty much, you can then go along and too much room up, but we can then have a line of them which can then go into sulfur, I guess. Because what I'm gonna do, not sure if this is a good idea, but I'm gonna use this one for sulfur, this one for plastic, and basically have each one do its own thing. Because we've got plenty of them. Like, even up there, there's still like 2 more. I do think iron is going to be our main concern. Like copper, there's lots scattered. Iron is a big one there and a decent one there. Okay. Right, so you need crude oil to then make that, which is straightforward as you could have. You need power as well, as always. I've messed up. Yeah, what is it? Gas? No. Gas or liquid? Gas. I was right. I doubted myself. And then you technically, obviously not exactly like this, go into there. And then you can eventually get the recipe, make sulfur. Pretty much. Perfect. So we just got to do that on a big scale. So relatively simple. Obviously I don't know how much pump to thing. Again, we're winging it all. It's probably going to be highly inefficient. But we're learning. And I might learn something. Probably. What do you need? So you need steel. You need a lot. Okay. Simple though. I'll get some normal belts because I don't want to be using red belts. That kind of makes it look tacky, and we don't want to be tacky. I think we got enough for the time being. I'm blind. There they are. Because once we get all this done, that will be... it will basically just save us time later on. When we want to and need to expand. So is there anything else these need? You do need stone, which is an issue. I don't know why I haven't brought stone down. Probably should. I kind of wish I had just a patch of stone somewhere. That was like... it will bring you down, I guess. I should really have done this earlier. Here we go. Is it jank? Yes. Has it made off 3 new things? Actually, obviously very slow, like insanely slow, but it will do the job. We don't need this to be quick really, this is something we can come back to, it'll be done for us, basically, which is kind of the vibe we are after. I might do a couple more of these, which I'm pretty sure we've got an iron issue anyway, so. It might help a little bit when there is mine, because some of these are saying that. No, no, some of them are working, that's fine. Yeah, like, that's a job. Just if there is more iron going through, that would help. I do think, now that's done, we might be able to go do some oil stuff. Because we've kind of got this, which obviously is not going to be enough. I think we'll keep with the basic oil for this place for the time being. Although what I might do is take a break, let these craft up a bit, also let this process, because I can't do much until we get that really. Which is going to take about half an hour, so I might take a break, then when we return, we'll be able to go full belt into oil production and sulphur making and getting all that good stuff being done. Right, so we've now got a decent few, not too many, but it'll be enough to be able to start. We need to go. Yeah, I guess we'll build it here. I think it should be fun. Where did I leave the car? Is the car down here? Car has disappeared from my view. Oh, it's up there. Okay, we'll leave the car. We'll use our legs. But I'm hoping we should be able to get this done fairly soon. Like, at least a small scale of it. Because I do want to get blue science, underway fairly soon. Sulphur, we can get making, I guess, so. We'll go down this way. I could probably get rid of some of this wall actually as well, but it's a good defence for now. Should really add gates in, but gates are mainly used for trains where they're useful. But we don't have trains yet. So we got a little oil set up. So I know we haven't got the most advanced thing. Like we've got basic oil processing, which obviously isn't going to be great, but it should be good enough. Don't know if I want to leave a gap or not. I think because there's only one output for the time being, should be fine. Oh, there's a little thing there. Yeah, this is a part of the game where I'm not too, like, well versed in, you could say. Not only where I have spent a lot of time. Okay, this should be enough, I think. To connect all these up, which, did I make pipes? I got some pipes. I do think best way, simply do this. Like, I don't know how much we're gonna need to say, but we should have plenty. And do I need more pipes? Okay, I need a few more. There we go, perfect. Then we do need power, because power's helpful. Yeah, everything else loaded. Going this way. That's that. And can I do this the same way? Can, perfect. Okay. So all these make a 9 a second. I've got no clue how much sulphur needs. Just gonna. Wait, not you. Blue one. Hey, you're a lot smaller. Sulfuric acid and sulphur. To a second though. Also need water. That's not too much of an issue. Okay. What is it we actually needed? can't remember. Okay, plastic for you. Make plastic. Just that, okay, that's fine. And then you needed sulfur, okay. Yeah, so we don't need that much sulfur then. More plastic we're gonna need. How do we make plastic? Coal and that, okay. Coal we've got, so we can probably set that up now actually. So we don't need too much, and we got a small, do I have... I didn't bring drills with me, did I? I think they're in the car. Them, but they're not what we need. Okay, we'll do that later. So we need more pipes, because, shocker, gonna need to bring water down. I could actually do it this side going up. For sulfur, actually, yeah, that might work. I'm not too concerned with this being that expandable. How many we need, but I guess more the merrier. Get plastic done separately. Okay. There we go. So all of these can make sulfur, which they need water and thingy. And do I not have an offshore pump thing? Is it offshore? Get you, but I also feel like it's not. I don't know why I'm having like. Could be wrong. But that's called an offshore pump. I don't think it's you. Why am I being blind? That's what I'm after. Ignore me being slightly blind. Right. Go. Okay, that'll do. So now we do want this to basically... How am I going to do this? Good. My brain does not know what to do. Do this. Guess. Because I am not well versed in how to make pipe go where I want neatly. It's only pipes though. The only thing I'm thinking is do this and then I can just snake them between. I think. Not too sure. Probably there's a million better ways to do this. I can probably turn these hollow. Or like underground ones, I should say. Because that won't work. I don't know. Okay, we'll turn these hollow, I guess. Don't know what I'm doing. This is probably not what I need to be doing right now, but... Actually, we can cut that, can we? That works, I think. Again, all guesswork pretty much. That's better. That makes a lot more sense, I think, anyway. Take everything I'm doing right now with a pinch of salt because there's a high chance I will find an issue. I've only done this on like a very small scale, and even then it wasn't great, so I don't really know how this is going to work. Okay, give it to you. And even this is not going to be nowhere near enough, but should, however, be good for now. Because all we need is this to make bots, and then we can reconstruct stuff easily. Because once we get blue science being made, we then don't need... Can't remember where bots were in this thing, but I don't think they're too far away. Where were bots? I really wish this thing was laid out a little bit easier. They're somewhere. But, yeah, once we get bots, we should be good, pretty much. Which oil is down here. So we've got water in, we need electric as well, but... God, how long's our plastics done? About an hour. Okay, might not get that done today then. Then we'll get this done. Ooh, okay. Now, this is a lot simple because there was only one output. Might need more, really. Quite enough. So this entire place can basically do sulfur. Plastic will do, I mean we can do plastic pretty much anywhere. We can do it there, can do it, probably here'll be okay. Do need to clear out some of this area as well, which they're big nests, so... To be fair... Could probably, this probably don't have too much oil anyway, so I might just branch it up here somewhere. Because I'll be most surprised if this is using all the oil. I don't think we've got nearly enough. Okay. I think that works. As long as it's all connected, should be fine. Yeah, I need more. This is not ideal. Okay, we'll run down and get some. The most optimal thing ever. But you know, I'm kind of not prepared fully. I do think in between next episode I will organise my inventory a bit more because once again it's got messy. Fine, we need. Which this place does have generous amount. Also got plenty of coal actually. Our engine should be backed up now, yeah. Engines aren't being used just yet. But then I'm pretty sure, I'm just going to double check. Oh, I don't have it yet. And once we get these, we've got engines, that's just red circuits pretty much. Which is what we need the plastic for. They're not too bad once we get the plastic done. Not that far away from having it done. I reckon probably 2 episodes. I think. I'm on a cliff. It really shouldn't be that difficult. Because red circuits, granted we need a load of them. But for the time being it'll be fine. As I mentioned probably quite a few times, this is still our like starter base. Like things will get big and grow quicker once we get bots unlocked. Which is pretty much this base main thing. Hopefully we can connect these. So many. Get down now. If I could do a straight line, that'd be wonderful. Go on straight line. I might change this later to be all underground pipes, but come on. There we go. Perfect. Like, this is not going to be nowhere near enough, but 2 a second. If we get all these running, that'll be, there we do, not that. 2 a second, so that'll be what, 22 a second, which is nearly, oh that should be more than enough actually. Might be fun. Obviously we'll need to expand it, but it should do the bare minimum for what we need. obviously later on, once we do get bolts unlocked, and in a semi-automated fashion, building stuff won't be that difficult at all. Like, we're going to plan something and scale it, make it big, quite easily. Self is now being made. Now, a way to bring it out, I guess. Which again should be nice and straightforward. Give him some power. I do want to actually balance this as well. Well, not only balance, but just make it so it does go onto both sides of a belt. Just so we don't get too much. Might not be great, but yeah, it'll do. Might be easier to... Actually, I'll do this. But this will work better for us. Because we kind of get like an even split, kind of. Okay. That's all done on quite a small scale. Don't know how much is going to supply. Should do. We might actually check, see what we're going to quickly do. Actually, no, probably not actually. It'll be difficult to make a buffer for it because I'm pretty sure it's going to be quicker than... Oh, so you're doing 2 a second, so that'll be 22 a second, I think. I want to see how much these produce. I make 9 a second. 30 a second. 30 a second. So they might actually use 5 of them. Okay. Might not have enough, but I mean, it'll be fun. I'm definitely going to have issues there later on, but again, that's kind of more for later. What can we do? Is there nothing else at the time being? At least I'm just waiting for plastic. Okay. Any more? No, we've done all them. These should get plenty of oil anyway. Right. We might as well go get the drills. Set that up for the plastic. We need more chem plants as well. Which, I mean, we haven't got... There is some being made, but they are quite slow. But we can still got an hour or 2 minutes before that's going to be ready. But by then we should have plenty of refineries and chem plants. Also, the base is coming along fairly nicely. Obviously, it could be a lot planned out better, but again, it's kind of like the starter base, which for this being a starter base, feels a little mental. Considering in this area we've got, if you're doing like the base game, it would probably suffice, considering our science per minute is 270, which is actually quite low. Because we're going to need to get that probably on like the top end of 1,000. Which I would say is probably where the mega... I don't know where mega base starts. I know in Space Age, which we're not playing, but I know it starts quite a bit higher. Yeah, this base game. My inventory has... wait, let's get it quick. Back for now. Just so these actually start filling up. To fill up. They just need more steel really, but this place is meant to be slow, not so much be efficient. Drills. Take some of them. Don't think we need much else really. Also, I'm inventory between episodes as well. I need to really do that because it's getting a little bit of a mess. Okay. Yes, but we just need to do a coal thing. I think once we get this done, it'll probably be towards the end of the episode. We've actually done quite a lot today. See, nothing like huge, not as big as last episode. I mean, this last episode was kind of a rare exception for this early on, because we built an entire like section of thing, which is it's basically saying I'm not going to need to improve for hopefully quite a while. But I don't think next episode we'll get the plastic and red circuits done, hopefully together, and then we can probably be okay to get blue science underway. And then once we get blue science done, I do want to go exploring at some point, because my main concern is there's only 2 iron veins left. Granted, they're both massive. That's it. So we're going to have to go explore signs in a direction at some point, because I do plan to build a separate base somewhere. By separate, I mean like start a mega base, which will have everything we need. Yeah, this place isn't going to be great. Get some down though. Gap. Quite a small patch to be fair, but I don't think we're going to be needing too much coal. Because then this is all just for supply pretty much. Okay, cool. Always make life so much easier. Nice big areas, their range is nice, I don't have to think too much, just slap them down. Should do the job. Do get fairly even lines as well, actually. Running up there, that's not wise. Okay, perfect. That was actually super quick, super simple. Just drag you along, and then that's good for next episode. When we get plastic, we can then... we just go on this. So we don't need to do too much, really. Can't see any issues being with this. So the only issue we're going to have is probably not enough of this. But one of these is going to have a major issue. But we can work with that later, I guess. I'll double check. What do we need for red circuits again? I know I should have this more in my head, but copper and that's just electronic circuits, which is also... I want to say it's also... yeah, also copper. Man, they need a lot of copper, actually. Okay, so we're going to need quite a bit of copper. And then quite a bit more copper. A little bit of iron as well. We're going to make a bunch of them. Yeah, blue circuits are the ones which are bad, though. They are insane to make. Which I believe... don't need too many of for the time being. We need to make batteries as well. And yeah, flying robot frames is the other thing we need quite a bit of. We need these. We need all that lubricant and stuff. So yeah, we've got quite a lot. It's going to be a while before we get bots actually. Because to make the bot themselves in an automated way is not particularly quick. I do think this we're going to leave it for today. I was hoping to get a bit more done with this, but obviously we kind of got to wait like 40 minutes. So I feel like it's a good time to stop, have a break, and then we can continue next episode, when I'll get the plastic, I'll have the plastic on, sort out my inventory, get everything ready so we can actually then progress fairly smoothly. But I've hoped you've all enjoyed. If you have, hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.